All right, Josiah, welcome to the Studiobar podcast.
Let's go. Are we on?
We're on.
Oh, bet.
We're
I
on.
didn't even see the cameras go live. That's crazy. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let me ask you first. We gotta get out the way. What's your favorite beer?
Pacifico.
Oh, yeah?
Actually.
Bro, what a coincidence.
Nah, just for me.
Check it out.
Damn.
And it's cold.
You know what? I should have brought the Detour bottle opener, but I forgot it.
Hey,
I
next
got
time.
those though.
Next time.
Let's go.
Here you go, man.
Appreciate you, sir. Ooh, it's cold.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Happy New Year's, by the way.
Happy New Year's, bro.
Hey,
I'm excited to be here. The studio looks way different than last time I came in. So
every time somebody leaves or in between people, I try to just keep adding because
yeah.
we have a lot of plans for the studio. It's getting there,
Yeah.
and I just love that people keep coming back, bro.
yeah, it's like a creative maze right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you've been a big supporter since the beginning, so I appreciate
Go.
that.
Let's go. Cheers it again, bro.
Cheers to 2026. But you had a good year last year.
Bro, honestly, 2025 was really just about like really taking what was in front of me and doing the best that I could with it. And I feel like God just did all the rest of the work. Like he put all the right people around me. It was crazy. Like I started the year, we had like 7,000 followers. And by the end of the year, we were over 20K. And most of that happened within like the first half of the year. So a whole lot of like crazy growth and like a lot of twists and turns that I didn't think would happen, you know?
So just to put it in perspective and frame, Josiah is the creator of Detour Nights Market, right?
Yeah.
Right there, representing. If you don't know what it is, it's a night market where there's over 150 vendors and
yeah.
counting,
Yep.
because it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger every year. You have now carnival games and all sorts of entertainment. There's a boxing ring in there, and it seems like every time I go, it's just bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And bigger.
Yeah, I mean, we started this 2023,
Okay.
and it started literally at a park that was up the street from my house. Like, up the street from my house, we did that first ever event.
Which was Detour.
It was Detour.
Which was a night market.
No, it wasn't a night market. So it was literally in like a 500 square foot building, super small building. It's like the size of like a kitchen maybe. And what I did was I called it a pop-up shop, Detour pop-up shop, because at the time I was a sneaker reseller. So I had this idea like, you know what? I got a lot of people in my community that like to shop with me. And every time they buy from me, they're buying and I ship it to them or whatever. We're just meeting at a random spot and I'm selling it to them. So on that day, I decided to do my first ever event, which was a pop-up shop. I brought out 300 pairs of sneakers. And yeah, that was what Detour was. It was just an idea that I had. The name was, I've had the name Detour in my head since I was in high school. So I think I was actually in high school still when I started it.
I was gonna ask you, were you reselling in high school?
Yeah.
What
yeah,
high school
yeah.
did you go to?
I went to Oak, and then I finished off at Canyon. So it's like,
Yeah.
basically Canyon is a school that you go to if you want to graduate early, or if you want to or if you're behind on credits. I wasn't behind, but I wanted to focus more on my business. I really like.
So you were already business oriented in
Yes.
high school.
Right when COVID came around, and they wanted me to. Oh man, COVID was just tough. Being in school and trying to pay attention to all this stuff like online classes. To me, it was like my attention. I felt like it could be more productive elsewhere. So in that time of COVID and being like in Zoom classes, bro, I would turn off my camera in Zoom and I would just go and do sneaker meetups and I would sell shoes and buy shoes. And I really scaled my first business at like 16, 17.
Shout out to Josiah's teachers.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's funny. One time my mom got a call. Josiah's supposed to be in a test right now. He's literally not even on the Zoom. His Zoom is turned off and he's not answering. I've been calling his name out. My mom calls me. She sees I'm down the hill doing sneaker meetups.
They're making money though.
Yeah, but basically, I just decided to go to a school where I could graduate earlier and focus more on my business.
That's
and
what's
literally, bro, like at that time, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I wanted to do, which was like business. I knew I had that like entrepreneurial spirit.
Do you have any uncles, any like your parents who has a business in your family?
Really nobody, bro. Really nobody. Like, cause I'm Filipino, so I think, like in terms of like aunts, uncles, all that, it was definitely like the medical route is what's always
okay.
that's what's always recommended, you know, and then college too. So me not going to college for some reason that was like a big deal. That was like a big deal, kind of like, you know. But my parents, super supportive. Like, like the most supportive people ever. Like, it's crazy. They really believed in me, and I just had to sit them down and let them know, like, look, I want to go to this other school where, I mean, this school has like not the best reputation, but I think it's what's best for me. I'll be able to graduate early. I'll be able to spend less time in school, and I want to build like myself from the ground up as a businessman. And this is what I have in front of me right now. It was just selling shoes at the time, and then that turned into Detour, and then it just
Shout out to your parents, because I met them and they are awesome.
Yeah,
They are awesome, bro. And I actually met them in a very unconventional way, because you came and brought them into the studio and you had a very deep podcast-like conversation with them, because you wanted to preserve their history, right? You wanted to preserve a conversation with your parents. Yeah, we're in Old Town Victorville. What's up?
Shout out Victorville.
And that's when I kind of understood your mentality, because I was like, okay, this guy is young and he understands the value of having a conversation with his parents, to learn more about it and then keep that as a treasure, because it is not something you did for content or anything like that. You did it because you understand the value. You're intelligent like that.
Yeah, so, and honestly, I've never even watched those since we filmed them.
Yeah,
it's just like kind of for whenever, like down the line, you know.
Yeah, and it wasn't meant to for that really. It's just to have it.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever met you, and you got to learn like a whole lot about me in that one. It was like a whole very personal, moment shared.
I felt like I knew Josiah since he was born. It was amazing, and I got to see the relationship you have with your parents, which is a great one. I loved it, so I was like, okay, this guy understands life.
Yeah, no, most def.
Yeah, so I got to meet your parents, but then I met your parents at Detour.
Yeah, at the events.
Bro, shout out to Josiah's dad, man. Your dad is amazing.
He's the life of the party, bro.
And then he always gives us rides on the go, because he's he's checking the whole perimeter in his go kart, and every time we pull up, he's like, hey, and then he goes and takes us.
You know what's funny, bro? Like my dad, he has that instinct. You know, like I said, like I don't have any other family that are like business owners, but he has that instinct to just know how to help me where it's needed. Every single event, like since the first one, bro. And I didn't even mention it. That first one that I ever did, that pop-up shop that I did, that was at a park up the street from my house, that was on the day that we had like the worst snow I've ever experienced up here in the high desert. So we had like feet and feet and feet of snow that day. And it was like crazy. And everybody expected that pop-up, that event to be canceled. Like everybody expected it to be canceled. But I just knew that the spot I was renting, they already told me they weren't going to give me my money back. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to just do it anyways. Whoever pulls up, and it's in God's hands. And, dude, I was expecting like maybe 150 people to pull up without snow, with good weather. Bro, ends up being on like the worst weather that I've ever experienced in the high desert. So much snow, and we had over like 500 people pull up.
Oh, wow.
And it was crazy. Like we couldn't even handle the lines, bro. And it's kind of like a repeated theme, honestly, like with Detour, to where it's like growing faster.
It's like the venue's trying to catch up to you and your growth.
Yes, literally that. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
But even expecting 150 people, like if 150 people show up, that's a really good turnout. Like some of these, like I was a musician and we put shows together, man. If we had 150 people in our show, woo, we would have been rock stars. But so you've been successful since the very first event.
Yes, that very first event is kind of like, it just blew my expectations out of the waters, right? I was 18, so it was just like crazy to me.
You were 18 4 years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm 22 right now, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, 22, yeah. So, yeah, basically, that first event, it really, like, it showed me honestly what God can do when I, like, just act in obedience and act in boldness towards the ideas that he put in my head, because they're not just meant to sit there. And I remember when I first posted the flyer, my first ever event flyer, it's just my wife. It's just my wife in a Detour hoodie, and I put the event info on there. And I was so scared to post it. Like, on the day I was supposed to post it, I was almost not going to do it. Because I was just thinking, like, dude.
Not posted because you were going to just pull out of the event completely?
I was just scared of like going into something that took a lot of like confidence to do. Like literally, like any business owner feels that in the beginning of anything where you have like big expectations for.
It's pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it was pressure for sure. But it's crazy because right when I posted it, it's like everybody I knew reposted the flyer. Like even just people in my community,
that's cool.
like so much support went behind it, and I still didn't know what to expect until that day. And like literally, imagine this: the morning of a big event that you're hosting. You open your garage and the whole neighborhood is just white as snow. It's pouring snow, and you're selling, bro. Like I said, it was up the street from my house, and it took me like 20 minutes to get there because I was driving in ice, bro. And yeah, somehow felt like the whole city pulled up to support, and we sold out. We sold all 300 pairs. Like and you know what's crazy too? That was the last time I ever sold shoes. Was on that day right there, and it's crazy because. Like a lot of people thought that I stopped selling shoes once it really died down because sneaker reselling, it became this huge popular thing. And like, I didn't stop because it started dying down. Like I literally stopped on my most successful day of sneaker reselling ever, which was that one day where we sold over 300 pairs of shoes, called it Detour. But that day just showed me something bigger was like, there was just potential for something way bigger.
Wait, so you actually did a detour on that event?
Yeah, that was Detour. That was called Detour.
But I mean, you detoured your.
Oh yeah.
Because you were selling shoes.
Yes.
And then that day you.
Wow, dang, that's crazy.
Took a detour.
I never even thought about it like that. But no, that's true. Yeah. So literally, after that event, I knew that on a day with good weather, right, bro, I could bring out over 1,000 people. Oh, wow. You know, like I was like. This is just crazy. Like, there's so much potential here with this name, this word Detour. That's just for some reason, bro. I have Detour written in a notebook from high school, you know? And I didn't even know I didn't have any idea for it. I was just like, this could be a clothing brand. You know, this could be something.
You just like the word.
It could be a sneaker store that I open up one day. Yeah. But for some reason, this word is just sticking with me. And it's crazy how much, like, meaning that word has just grown over time. Yeah. Like, it says it right here on my hoodie. Detour, don't follow the world. So like
I've never seen that that tagline.
Yeah, don't follow the world. So that's kind of like the whole meaning for me now, you know? Like at that time, everybody, like I said, that week of my first event, everybody was telling me, "Oh, you got to cancel it, bro. It's snowing." Imagine I had canceled it. I probably would have failed and walked away right there, you know?
You'd be in a whole different spot right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So how did your dad help you that day?
You know what's crazy, bro? Oh, man, this could make me emotional. Like, my dad, I remember him telling me, like, dude, like, when I got to your event and I saw, dude, there was people camping outside and with propane tanks. Like I said, it was snowing that day. And right when he saw that, he just started crying, bro. Like, he just started crying like, wow, like, God is so good. And I couldn't imagine this. Like, this is crazy, basically. Yeah, on that day, he helped me out with so much stuff, like, so much stuff. Like he does with every event. Both of my parents, they help me out so much. It's crazy.
And they also have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad's over there dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, every event has so much work behind the scenes that people don't see that by the time the music is on and the people are through the doors, we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool that you at least, I mean, you get to enjoy what you created because a lot of people that throw events, they never even enjoy it.
Yeah, it took me a while, honestly, to get to do that because I've thrown, like, even aside from Detour, I had another event as well, which was Invasion Nightclub. That's a whole nother story. We could get into that, but that's an event where I was throwing an event every single month. And so
it's a club.
Yeah, it's a nightclub. And yeah, basically last year, the reason why Detour grew so much was because after like a full year and a half of running 2 events side by side, Detour and Invasion Nightclub, I realized, Detour was really my calling and my purpose. And the high desert specifically, throwing events in the high desert and giving our community something to do because I grew up here, you know? Like I literally grew up here since I lived in the same house my whole life until I just got married and moved out. And so I lived in the same house in Esguerra for my whole life before that. So I know exactly like what it is, you know?
Were you born in the high desert?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so, well, I think so, or Fontana or something. But For as long as I can remember,
Yeah,
it was dirt all around me. But yeah, no, literally just throwing all those events, it took a while for me to be able to actually like enjoy them, you know, because there's so many different things on your mind. But I would say the last few detours, those were really the first ones where I was like just enjoying and soaking in the moment, because it comes and goes so fast. Like, people don't realize how many months of preparation it takes for that 6-hour event.
Because you're doing it 3 times a month, or is it 4 times a month?
What, detour?
I mean, a year.
Well, this year we're gonna be doing 6 events. So we're basically going after all the, I'll say all the holidays, or all the like spring break, summer kickoff, back to school, Halloween.
Detour events.
Yeah, this year we're gonna be doing Christmas too. We're gonna do a whole. It's gonna be the most detours we ever done in a year this year, and it's just because every single event, it's like people just are waiting for the next one right away. It's like there's
You get a lot of positive feedback after the event.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy because the first event that I did last year, which was one of those events where, like I said, felt like so much bigger than what we expected. It was that first one at the fairgrounds that we did last year. I don't know if you remember, bro, but it took us a while to get people in. Like, we literally did not expect. We could add the clip of that line. That was like 4,000 people in line by the time the event was supposed to start.
Yeah, I remember.
Which is like insane. Like, even the fairgrounds, they said they've never seen a line like that. And that was from the time that our event was supposed to start.
Yeah, I seen the line and I was like, call Josiah right now.
So
how do we get in?
Yeah, I mean, and what we ended up doing with that event, we can add more videos, but we just had to let everybody in for free.
Oh, just open the gates.
Just open the gates. And you know what? That was like a big thing too, because I knew in my heart, you know what? This is the only way that people will enjoy the night. But again, you know, you're expecting, as a business owner, you're expecting to, you know, get back what you invested from even just that $5 entry. It helps a lot because there's a lot that goes into these events. So, yeah, like I said, that first event of the year, we just let everybody in for free, bro. And that was the only way that people were going to get in. And vendors killed it, bro.
Yes.
Like, to this day, vendors just tell me, like,
sign me up.
Yes, sign me up. And that event was like the first one where it's literally, I had nothing but positive feedback from every single vendor. Was like, dude, like, I damn near sold out, or I sold out, or I had to get more product. I had to have people give me more product from the house so I could keep selling throughout the night. So yeah, like, it feels like there's oftentimes those events where it just exceeds your expectations. But right now, what we've been doing, like our past events in Adelanto at the Adelanto Stadium, we've had, you know, the amount, like the team on deck, you know, our team has grown so much. Like,
You got that everybody is playing their positions now.
Yeah, I mean, it went from like having 5 staff members to over 30 staff members, bro.
Oh, wow.
Between, you know, security and our staff, like, so yeah, and then even having the police department out there and getting just so much more of the community involved. It's just crazy how big it's grown and how quickly it's still going. And right now, this year, I'm so like passionate about just creating that reliable experience, you know? Every single event, I want to just wow people, especially for our events. They're very cheap to get into, like $5 entry, you know? $5 to $10 entry on our holiday events will make it $10, but we always add those surprises that people aren't expecting, you know?
Inside.
Yeah, within the event.
Yeah, because you have a pretty cool entertainment. You've been having Michael Jackson doing his thing right there, which is always fun. He gets everybody riled up. But you have a boxing ring, which, by the way, I seen the video and I didn't know, but I know you box because you were the way you were shadow boxing. I was like, oh, you could tell he's been boxing since he was a little kid.
I grew up, bro. This is like first time I'm ever gonna say this on camera. Nobody knows this. I used to not even tell people this, bro, because I hate when people don't believe me. But I grew up boxing with Ryan Garcia.
Okay.
His uncle was my trainer, bro, for a few years, and I used to always go to his house, and we would just train together. And so, yeah, I wasn't about that life though. That boxing is like a whole other dedication.
Yes.
But I grew up boxing, skateboarding. So if you notice at Detour, we'll have the boxing, the pop-up skate park. I'm really trying to hit that community that I was growing up in.
So Detour is you.
It's literally
it's an
me,
embodiment of you.
You know what's funny? I don't know if you guys know Tyler the Creator.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, so he hosts an event called Camp Flogna. That was one of the only, actually it's the only festival I've ever been to. And it's the way that he describes that event is it's literally all the artists he likes, all the things that he grew up liking. The food there is all food that he likes. So I kind of took inspiration from that in terms of like, you know what? I know that there's a bunch of boxers in the high desert, people who like boxing. I know that there's a bunch of skaters in the high desert, that community, because I was a part of that community. And so I know that if I can, you know, touch people like in the way that I grew up, like the things I was entertained by, and just wrap it into one big event, sneakers, vintage, vendors, food, delicious food, you know, skating, boxing, good music, you know, that nightlife energy. So yeah, I just wrapped everything that I kind of grew up wanting in the high desert, and I just put it into that one event.
What else do you like that you haven't incorporated but you will? Bro, just wait till.
Bro, I don't even want to spoil nothing. I already
let's not spoil it.
Just wait till the next event, bro. I'm gonna have like on the entertainment side of things, bro. I'm gonna have some big surprises.
Okay.
For real, and then also just touching more on that, like with the boxing and the skateboarding. We're gonna do that again. This upcoming event, our first event of the year, is coming March 28th at the stadium. So everybody mark your calendars.
March 28th.
If you haven't experienced Detour, this is the time to experience it because it's about to be bigger and better than ever. We're expecting over 10,000 attendees. It's going to be crazy. And it's right in the middle of spring break. We're giving y'all a nightlife experience that you will not forget. So from entertainment, music, endless attractions and thrills, we're bringing carnival games out and a lot more, just like a lot more than we ever done before in one event.
Yeah, they always just keep pushing. They always keep getting better, and there's always more things to do. These 6 events, are they all going to be at the Adelanto Stadium?
So we're going to do basically everything in Adelanto. I mean, you know what? Something that doesn't get talked about enough in the high desert. Yes, you know what? Right now is the time to let it all out.
Let's go.
Just talk about it. Something that really doesn't get talked about enough in the high desert is the amount of politics that gets in between just bringing good things up here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no one talks about that, bro. And it's like,
let them know, Josiah.
Yeah, it's really upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, it's super upsetting. You know, last year, I felt like I had this moment of just dealing with a lot of those attacks of just like people trying to come against our event within, you know, certain cities or whatever, right? I'm not gonna say no names, but whatever, right? And I realized, you know what? God is giving me these problems because He knows that I will be the one to give it the attention that it needs, you know? Yeah. You know, every business owner up in the high desert has probably experienced some type of level of, you know, having those issues with doing something that seems so simple, you know? And I would say that's why the high desert doesn't have so many, you know, attractions and entertainment that down the hill has. It's because of the politics that gets in between just bringing fun experiences up here.
There's a lot of resistance.
Yeah, there's a lot of resistance. For some reason, they want it boring up
here.
Well,
the thing is, maybe, and I don't know, but I think that this is going to change a lot because people don't want to change. If there's people, like the people that say, yes, go ahead, but are saying, no, let's not do that, is because they don't want to deal with it.
Yes.
But I feel that things are going to change because those people are on their way out. And now you have people, but there's also other people trying to build things here in the high desert. And now we're all connecting with each other. So now you have this big wave of like-minded people that want to bring things to the high desert and are making it happen despite all the roadblocks and obstacles.
Yes.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
But we're all gonna connect, come together, and we're just it's gonna blow up, bro. I know it. I mean, I see it. I've been seeing it, and it's people like you that are gonna help make it happen.
Yeah, and I've spoken up a little bit before, just about like, you know what, maybe the people don't really know how hard it is to just bring fun things up here to the high desert, you know? And I've heard even stories, just people trying to open things as simple as like a salon, you know? Just how hard it is, you know, how much you really have to fight to, you know, earn your place up here, you know what I mean?
But you know what? I used to be bothered by that, but now I realize that's an opportunity for you because you're the one that's gonna. If it's easy, if it's too, you don't want it to be too easy.
Yes.
Because
yes.
then detour would have been taken by somebody else doing it. If those obstacles that only somebody with the faith and strength and support that you have could take on those challenges. So
Yeah.
so always be grateful that it's difficult. You don't want it too easy. If it's too easy,
The problems are gonna come, but the more problems that come to you, you realize, oh, it's because I'm meant for these problems. Like,
you've been taking on them.
yeah,
And
yeah.
every problem you resolve, the more confidence you get.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, then doesn't whatever comes my way, we'll handle it.
Yes, and honestly, part of being like, when it comes to throwing like these major events, I wouldn't even say it's like being a businessman. I would say a huge part of it is just being able to be a problem solver, you know? Because those problems are gonna come your way, you know?
I was gonna celebrate your success.
Oh man,
This is a top
what is
shelf.
this, bro?
Okay, so just to take a quick detour.
Oh man,
I'm gonna keep bringing that up, bro. Centenario is my favorite tequila. I know you said you like tequila,
yeah.
right? Not vodka.
Yeah, and I only drink on special occasions. This is how special the Studiobar podcast is to me, my guy. Yes, sir.
What's up, brother?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Let's go.
That's why I got the top shelf from my guy right here. This is the first time I'm gonna try this.
Wow.
Mysteriously, this bottle has been opened.
Damn.
We could see the seal has been cracked. I have a few suspects
Oh man.
that I gotta interrogate.
Whichever one of y'all snuck into the studio and popped this bottle, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Hey,
Bro.
hey,
Yo, custom shot glasses is crazy.
we're the detour.
Do y'all see this? I need some of this, bro. Where
Please.
did you get this made? This is crazy.
Shout out to my cousin Elsie. She made these for me.
This is insane, bro. That's Rafa right there.
Yes, sir. Wolf.
Let's go.
Salud, brother.
Salud. Arriba. How do you do it? Arriba.
Arriba, abajo,
Abajo.
centro.
Centro.
Y
Y
pa'
pa'
dentro.
dentro. Cheers.
So I sip on this. How is it?
Oh, you sip on it. You
no,
know?
no, no, you're good. No, I wanted you to take that shot.
That was good, bro.
And if you want more,
That was pretty good.
I
Not
mean,
gonna lie.
you are gonna want more.
I honestly expected to like make a face and all that.
Nobody-
I thought when you do that arriba about, it's like
So
one and done, you know.
So nobody sips. I'm the only one that sips. So
Okay.
it's not a thing.
All right, yeah.
So no, you did the right thing. It is. I forgot it is.
Ooh, that's good,
This is
bro.
like a shot and a half, maybe.
good.
But I like to say, but it is really good.
Yeah.
Hey. So if I want to get it sponsored by a tequila, this is the one. Centenario. Hey.
Hit up my boy Rafa.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah. So we're gonna do another one.
Oh, yeah.
In a bit.
No, that was good, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
'Cause
Like I said, only special occasions, man. This is a special day.
that's what's up.
My boy Rafa, haven't sat down with you in a minute.
Dude, it's been a while. I'm telling you, and we're just getting started. We haven't even touched. You got a lot going on and a lot of plans, and I like to surround myself with people that are just like always thinking. Let's talk a little bit about because that was detour, and we're gonna keep talking about that. And I also want to know what's up with Invasion. But you're a married man now.
Yes, sir.
High school sweetheart.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was it?
Since we were 13 years old.
Oh.
We just got married in November, so 3 months ago. Now.
Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir.
How's the married life?
Bro, it's literally like, you know what's funny? If you love somebody, don't ever let anybody talk you out of or scare you about marriage, bro. Come on now, bro. Especially if it's somebody who you've been with since you were so young, and you really grew up with somebody like that, you know? Yeah, no, me and Noemi, we grew up together since we were 13 years old. Our first date was church. We just went to church together, and like that kind of told us everything we needed to know about each other. Really, we grew up in very similar backgrounds, you know, just parents who raised us in Christ, really. And so, yeah, getting married was like second nature. It felt so natural, you know.
It was just part of your trajectory.
Yeah, it was heading that way. And you know what's funny? Like when I started last year, I didn't think I was gonna get married that year. Let alone I didn't think I was gonna move into my first house. I didn't even know I was gonna propose that year.
Congratulations on your house too.
Thank
That's
you.
a big
Yeah.
accomplishment.
Yeah, it's just really like I feel like I feel like I fell into God's plan for me. That's how it felt. Like I just stumbled into His blessings. So yeah,
So you had to propose. You proposed, and then
Yeah,
what
bro.
made you say, you know what?
it's time.
Now is time.
That's a good question. You know what's funny? Filipinos get married so late traditionally.
Really?
In my opinion, late. Like my parents were married at 35. I would say that's about average for
Oh, wow.
Filipinos. I would say 30s, 35, mid 30s is about average to get married for Filipinos because Filipinos are oftentimes very career focused, career oriented, right? Let me get all my all my things in order before I build a life with a wife or whatever. Whereas I noticed just like Mexican culture is a lot different. A lot of times get married a lot younger, like way younger, you know? So there was that difference with like me and Noemi's idea. And I mean, yeah, we were just in high school or whatever, but we used to have those conversations, you know, like, what age would you want to get married, you know? And for me, I would always say like, like 30. She's like, what? Boy, you tripping. You tripping. I better not be 21 without a ring on my finger or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just funny because like in my head, I was going to get married way later or whatever, right? And naturally, like so naturally, like I said, I feel like I just fell into God's plan for me, which I guess it was just to get married at 21. I was 21 when I got married. So I don't know what makes me do things when I do them.
Okay.
But it's just, like I said, it literally just feels like, yeah, God, I'm ready. I'm ready, God. Let me get your permission to marry your daughter. I pray on it. I sit on it to see if it's the right time. And then, yeah, just...
How was the wedding?
Dude, we planned our wedding in 2 weeks. We sent everybody the invite to
Boy,
our wedding.
I mean, this guy's a event planner, so...
Yeah, that has to do with it. That definitely has something to do with it. But we literally booked the venue after the first tour of our like first venue. We're like, oh yeah, this is fire. This works.
This is it, right?
If y'all know about Coco Palms in Pomona, y'all know about that?
No.
Anyways, it's overlooking that freeway in Pomona. Anyways, we literally knew when we saw it that this would be the one. And for some reason, they only had the date that year that was 2 weeks away. We're like, whatever, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's literally do it. We know that we have a small guest list anyways, like 40 people. We know that everybody we invite is gonna make it happen, no matter what. Like, so we just planned the whole wedding in 2 weeks. And it was so, bro, I haven't even dropped no videos on it. I have the most beautiful wedding video. Like, every time I watch it, I cry, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it was like the most, it was like magic. Yeah. It was just like a
fairy
movie.
tale.
It was like a fairy tale, yeah. Like, honestly, everything me and Noemi do together, from moving in to, it felt like a movie. Everything we do together, it just feels like a movie, you know? Like, we went to New York last year, I think. Or no, the year before maybe. People told us, oh, it's all dirty. Don't go there. It's all ghetto, this, and that. I'm like, bro, I'm from Victorville. Fool.
What's up?
What's up? We ain't see nothing, you know?
Nothing.
Anyways.
Where's the dirt at?
Yeah, bro, we went to New York, and it felt like a movie. It felt like how New York is in the movies.
Would you be open if somebody came up to you and was like, hey, Josiah, you know what? We've been following you. You're doing a lot of things. And we got this idea to do a reality TV show. About everything you're doing, but we're gonna have to follow you around. We're gonna be all up in your face, recording everything you do. Would you be down?
Bro, hell no, bro. Hell no. You know what? I'm so like, I have a mode when the camera turns on that's just like, I don't know. It's just a different mode.
Do you like
know?
to be behind the camera?
Oh, yeah, I love to be behind the camera. I grew up with a camcorder, and literally with my friends, with my cousins, I would always make skits and like little movie scenes. And it's funny because like people wouldn't even like doing it with me because I would be so like, no, you got to say it like this. You got to do it like, I was like a director, bro.
No wonder, because you're really good at that. You've come here to the studio to record your skits or your promo videos. And a lot of times you don't even have a script. You have an idea of a script, and then you're just kind of like making it there.
Yes.
But you're directing it as you go, and you're telling the people, no, say it like this.
When I was little, just doing those things naturally with a camcorder, I didn't even know what God was doing, bro. Like, now I've been able to use those gifts to bless local businesses, you know, and we're able to literally do videos on the fly, you know, for whatever it is, a restaurant, a barbershop.
So that started recently.
That started over the past year.
It seemed like that wasn't the idea behind Detour or
Oh,
your
no.
Detour page.
Yeah.
But then you started kind of promoting, you know, a business.
Well, yeah, once the events grew, we started getting thousands of people to our events. And so local businesses just kind of picked up on that and just started to reach out to us like, hey, how can I get some of that? Like, how can I, like, bring some of that audience to my restaurant, you know? And so we always just, if it's a restaurant or whatever it is, anything we promote on our page is tried and tested by us. Like, if it's a restaurant, we'll come and try it first, you know? But it's crazy because a lot of times it's restaurants that I grew up eating at, bro. Because like I said, like our most recent video we just did was on a fuzz spot that I've been going to since I was 5 years old. And if the place is good, we're gonna, bro, like we know how to promote it.
So there's
you know?
super authentic videos. You're
Yes.
recommending it like you would anybody on the street or any family member or any friend. Like, oh yeah, go here.
Yeah, no, just like that. And like you said, like I guess it comes across natural because, bro, I've just been doing that since I was little. Like, I loved creating videos. Even when I was just like a skateboarder, I would make edits and videos that I would post on YouTube. I was even doing, when I was in middle school, I went to, it was like a film, basically like a film, what do you call it? Film festival. I was a part of a film festival. And I made like a documentary about skateboarding, something like that. And so, yeah, since I was little, I loved editing. And
So-
I just did everything from my phone.
It's because your videos, they're nice because there's always a story. Like the way
Yeah.
you lay it out, you're telling a story, so they're captivating. Sometimes you start a video one way and then it throws me off because you were talking about something else.
Yeah.
But it's cool because I'm engaged, and then whoop,
Bro, I like
you take a detour.
I like how you noticed that, bro.
Yeah. So
you know why? Because there's like a repetition to the way that a lot of people will promote places, you know? So I always just try to do it a little bit different, you know? Like whatever people can relate to.
it's because you are a storyteller, and that's everything, bro. That makes the whole difference.
Yeah, even literally through our events, people don't know it, but people don't know, like, when they come to our events and they enjoy themselves, bro, that's because I'm trying to tell a story throughout the whole event, right? Like, when you walk in, when you look to your left, and then you look to your right, and then you walk down the stairs, and then you look forward, and then you look left, and then you look right. You're experiencing...
There's a reason for everything, the way it's laid out and everything.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, bro, this is, like, my passion. And I've done, like, we'll get into it with Invasion. I've thrown events, and I've gone into businesses that weren't a passion of mine, you know, where I still had success. And that's sometimes a hard thing is, like I said, with the shoes. My first detour was me selling shoes, and I had my most successful day of selling shoes, and yet I chose right then and there to walk away from that completely. In high school, I was always wearing Vans, and like, bro, I'd wear whatever shoes. I didn't care about shoes at all.
Payless.
And so when literally. So when I started selling shoes and I became a big reseller, bro, my homies would laugh at it because it's like, dang, that's so crazy that you ended up becoming a big reseller. Like, you don't care about shoes at all. And it's true. I didn't care about shoes at all, but I was really good at it, you know?
Well, you saw it from a business perspective.
Yeah, I saw it from a business perspective, and also just like there was still fun in it to me. And yeah, the first few detours were sneaker-based events. So it was like a sneaker event. We did a few sneaker events. We took it all the way to Ontario Convention Center as a sneaker event.
Oh, damn.
And then we started branching off into the night market because once I did my first night market, I realized this is timeless. This is something that's timeless. And that's something that, well, for example, with Invasion, the nightclub that I ran, that's something that we took to LA, Orange County, Las Vegas. Like, this is an event that was really catching the eyes of the nightlife community. But for me, it wasn't something that was timeless.
And what you mean by that is that it might be some sort of a trend that eventually people are going to be like, eh.
Right. Yeah, right. And not necessarily that nightlife was a trend, but specifically what we were a 2000s themed club, right? So I feel like we came in a time where Y2K and 2000s, that nostalgia, people were craving it again, you know?
Yes.
And so we got well known really fast. Like Detour, our Invasion outgrew Detour within like a few months of me starting it. And so, yeah, literally, I think maybe 3-4 months into us starting Invasion, we surpassed 10,000 followers, and we became very well known in the Southern California nightlife community. And that's how we started just getting all these different opportunities from the biggest venues in Orange County, biggest venues in LA, Las Vegas. We're like so many different venues were reaching out to us. How can we get your party here? And it was based around 2000s music. The reason why was because I wanted to make a nightclub experience that didn't feel like dirty, I guess. Something that didn't feel raunchy, something that felt more classic, you know? But as we got into that whole community, that nightlife scene, yeah, we did like over 30 events. Like I did over 30 events with my partner, DJ Dance Man, who, that's the boy.
Shout out.
High Desert's best DJ by a mile.
Let's go.
So anyways, over the past year that Detour has just grown so much, Dance Man has been doing Invasion all on his own because I took a huge step back from that. I just realized that, you know what, God used me for a purpose here. It was always Dance Man's dream. Dance Man's been my best friend since middle school. DJ Dance Man. Yeah, he's been my best friend since literally 7th grade. And literally, imagine 2 7th graders in math class, and this fool's talking about he wants to own a nightclub when he grows up. I'm like, what, bro? Somehow along the way, after my first detours and whatever, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I feel like we can do something that's like different. We could do some type of, I feel like we can make your dream come true with our two abilities. Dance Man was DJing at all these clubs, and, you know, he was bringing most of the crowd there off of word of mouth. And I was like, you know what, dude? I've been doing this social media thing for a minute now. Let's put our skills together and start a nightclub. So we did that, and then it just grew so fast. Like, it's something that took its own course, you know? And, yeah, like I said, we did, like, over 30 events together.
So that's still happening?
It's still going on, but I'm no longer a part of it because I've really just taken my time to completely focus on the high desert.
Okay.
And after like a year and a half, almost 2 years of running Invasion and Detour simultaneously. And I knew that Detour wouldn't reach its full potential like that. You know, when you're like trying to chase
Too many.
you know, it's like I was a man of many talents, but I was a master at nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I realized, you know what? On Ontario, Orange County, LA, Vegas has enough going on. I could there's something brewing in my own backyard that I'm not giving enough attention to. And just like you said, if you're not giving enough attention to something, somebody else will come and give it the attention that it needs. So I just took a full step back from, and you know what's crazy? Like throwing events out there, dude, imagine being a kid from the high desert, growing up in the high desert your whole life, and you're passing by the Bellagio going to your event. You're passing by Angel Stadium going to your event. That's a crazy feeling, you know? Yeah. But also I would just say it wasn't God's calling for me, you know? I had a purpose that was to serve there. And DJ Dance Man, bro, he's been keeping that party just more popping than ever over the past year. And it's allowed me to really just focus on my events in the high desert. And I took all these skills that were required to throw events in Orange County, LA, Las Vegas. It requires a different amount of, I guess, a different level of skill set to throw events out there. I took all those things that I learned from Invasion, and I applied them to events in my own backyard. The first one that I did from fully stepping back from the nightclub, which was that first one last year at the fairgrounds, dude, we had a line like I've never seen before.
Yeah. Do you think that if you hadn't done Invasion, like how crucial was it to the success that Detour has now?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, okay, in all honesty, when I started Invasion, I really feel like I heard from God. I really feel like there was a voice that I was choosing not to listen to that was telling me this will overtake Detour. Not in a good way. Mm-hmm. This will overtake Detour. This will outgrow Detour. But Detour, the high desert,
will die. That
is your purpose right there. You know, that is your purpose. That's your calling, you know? And it just took me a few years of trying to do things on my own, you know? I was just trying to do things on my own.
But you've come a long way, and you're, would you say 22?
22.
Bro, you're miles ahead of the game because it's better to fail early You've been trying things.
Yeah.
And you haven't had many fails though. You've been thriving.
Bro, you know what? When it comes to throwing events, it's if you don't have that resilience.
Tell me about a moment where you're like, I just want to give up. This is F this. Too much. Nah. It might have been that first one when you opened your garage and you saw Frosty the Snowman chilling by your driveway, and you were like,
you know what? The answer to that question, it ties right along with me talking about how much politics gets in between bringing good things to the high desert. I've dealt with a lot of that, and those are moments that really test you, you know? Like, is what I'm doing not good for the community? Because it seems like it's great, you know? So why are there so many issues or so much pushback on something so simple? All of these local businesses who are fully permitted are having amazing nights of sales, and
so we need to know.
Yeah.
What is that pushback? Is it they're not granting you permits? Is it you're over capacity? Is it you can't be selling this, selling that?
Okay.
You need to knock it down a notch.
I'll let you know exactly what it is. So you can out here you can have every single thing in order that they tell you that you need, and then when the time comes, the doors open. There's a whole new list of things that you've never heard about. And oftentimes it's on the promoter of the event, the owner of the business, the owner of the restaurant, you know, the owner of the nail salon, whatever it is up to them to, okay, you know what? I'll comply with anything, you know? But a lot of times 90% of issues can be handled with just words. And wisdom from God, you got to pray a lot, you know? So sometimes there's people in place who don't want you to do what you're doing. Simple as that. Just like you said, sometimes people don't want to deal with it, you know? But you know what? You can't come against something that God has planned. That's what I've learned, you know? So sometimes you feel like you have to fight all this stuff on your own, but even after fighting and fighting and fighting, you realize, you look around at your body, you're like, dang, I'm unscratched. I don't even have a scratch on me. I got through all of that, you know? And so, yeah, Detour is definitely something that I feel like God has ordained.
Okay.
Real talk. And, yeah, there's been, like, those little, I don't know.
How do you even fight against something like that? And so because they come at you during the event, the day of. And you're just like, hold on, I'll talk to you in a minute.
You know what? I can't take credit for that. God always has worked everything out. Yeah, we've dude, I mean, you got to understand. There was events where we were doing things wrong. I threw my very first night market in a backyard in Victorville where we had 30 vendors and over 1,500 attendees. Detour started at a local park, and then it was in a backyard, you know? So where we are at now, it's just from trial and error.
Thank you for sharing everything you've been sharing, bro. Because this is exactly what I wanted from this podcast is that let's just see what we're all doing. Let's just see where the obstacles are. Let's share with people what the problems are, and somebody's the right people are gonna surface.
Bro, let me just tell y'all something real quick, bro, Rafa, let me tell you something, bro. I want to let you know for real, bro, I really admire you, for real.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I really admire you. I was here, like, kind of early on, you know, and I've seen every single time this studio just take on a whole new level. And not even just to mention that, but, like, Rafa has worked with me so many times where it was really, like, he just invested in us. He invested in what we were doing with Detour. And anytime I get the chance to do that for your studio, that's what I want to do, because I know that everything is here for a reason. That from the area that you're at to the city that you're at, bro, like, I really respect and admire so much what you guys are doing here. That's why when he asked me, hey, would you be willing to come on this podcast? I'm like, bro, it's my honor, bro, for real.
Episode 2.
Like I said, as somebody who's just done things up here in the desert, I know that it takes so much fight in you to earn your spot out here. Really, it does. So I just have so much respect for it, and seeing the community that you've built. Like, there's no limits to what you guys can do, bro. So I'm just excited to keep on seeing that.
Bro. Thank you. I love that. Thank you for your words. And I got plans, bro. We're just getting started, just like you're just getting started.
Yes.
And look
And
where you
also,
are now.
bro, you know what's crazy? I just seen, like, bro, you used to be in a band. This fool was solo traveling around the world. I'm like, bro, that explains so much. Because when I first met you, I'm like, bro, this dude is complex, bro. This dude.
Layers.
Yes, there's layers to this dude. And so many people in the high desert are like that. Bro, the best of the best talent comes from the high desert. I swear, bro. The best of the best talent, the most creative minds come from the high desert. And the city is just oftentimes underlooked, bro. But soon, really, it's going to be, the high desert will be known as that city on the map with all the creatives coming out of it. And it really is, like, even right now, people just sleep on the high desert, bro.
Yeah, but they won't for long because people like you are putting it in the map. And we got plans here. And we're going to, you'll see, 2026 is going to be a big year. But you're in my plans. Like, there's things I want to bring to the high desert that could only happen if you're involved. And we'll talk about that at a different time. But I got my eye on you. I've been having it for a while. I love what you're doing.
2026. And you know what? Every time I've been in here, oftentimes I'm just meeting new people. Last time I walked in here, I met that boy Trendy. Yeah, he was just in here rapping. And then you know what's crazy? Like, this is the spot. This is the spot, bro. This is the spot where you're gonna come across people who have the craziest ideas, bro. And this is the spot to bring them to life. And I need to get up in here more. Not gonna lie, bro.
And that's part of the plan to create a spot like this, is that so these people could intercept each other because or connect. Or I've always known that there was photographers that were looking to shoot, like, let's say, an artist. And then there was artists that were looking for photographers, and they didn't know that this person was here trying to shoot them, and this person was here trying to look for somebody to shoot them. But what I'm trying to do with this place is that to have networking events.
Oh, yeah.
So where people could, that's doing anything in the high desert, could come and start meeting each other. Like, we need to just start meeting each other. And the more you show up to these type of events, the more familiar, the more we're going to connect with each other, the more we're going to bond, the more we're going to talk, and the more we're going to plan. And having a drink with somebody, that's where the best ideas come from. That's where the strongest bonds are built.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got neighbors now. So, okay, we're talking about the studio, and we're talking about people that are trying to do something for the high desert. There's a group of girls called the HD Family Events.
Oh yeah, I know all that.
You know them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next door
Right
now.
there? Oh, nice,
They
bro.
just got the place next door. You could hear them.
Yeah.
They loud. Hey.
Yes, right when they were right over there doing their night market. One of their first events, I was over there and I just did some media for them and drone footage. At the time, I was a videographer, and like I said, I always had that. I always liked being behind the camera, filming and directing. I hit them up. I was like, hey, I want to just come and make a video for you guys. So we just did that. But yeah, no, those are awesome people.
Yeah, and they're right next door, and I've seen them put in the work.
Yeah.
And they've been having their fights against
gonna
all
say,
obstacles, and they've been fighting. But they from LA, they're used to that fight. Shout out to the girls. But now that they're like literally next door, and we're in Old Town Victorville, I feel like everybody's ready to just join forces and do something big. By the way, I don't know if you were aware of this, but we're in Route 66, right?
Yes, yeah.
Old Town Victorville, Route 66.
Yeah, it's about to be like 100 years.
Yes, this year is the centennial.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is what this means. See?
Oh, yo.
Centenario
means
centennial. Centennial. I gotta say that right for the camera. Centennial.
Yeah, 100 years.
Yeah, so we want to do something big. We want to shut down the streets and do a big, sort of like a block party.
Yeah, I know HD Family Events has been trying to do that for a while, bro.
Yeah, and there's an organization called Root, which is called
Revive
Old Town. My wife started that.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I used to hear about that in church, at a Life Church.
That's the one. So now, like, she's kind of back in the picture and trying to do something with Root. And there's other people that have never left the scene, and they're always trying to see how they could contribute to Old Town. But now you have all these players. Bro, we have a dream team.
Oh,
But we haven't had that meeting. But I think we will soon, because if we could join forces and do the biggest, or the nicest put together block party for Old Town Route 66. Let's go, because we've been trying to do that, but now it seems like, hey, this is 100 years of Route 66.
So City of Victorville, y'all heard that right there. You got the people in place who will pack this spot out, make it look as poppin' as ever.
Yeah.
You know what? Every time I'm in Old Town Victorville, bro, it just reminds me of Radiator Springs. You know the movie Cars, where it's like you discover this old town in Route 66 that should be a prime city full of people, but for some reason it has, a lot of these businesses are just abandoned or shut down. But once I walked into Route 5 Studios and I seen like, okay, there's a sprinkle of light over here, even like the HT Family Events when they were doing their thing. There needs to be a revival out here, right on that strip, and we could turn it into, it's just like Radiator Springs. The end of the movie, that's the happy ending right there.
Okay.
That's the happy ending for Victorville, is you literally revive this one spot that should have never died.
Yeah.
You give it the attention that it deserves, and the people are here. Bro, every great city, like places that people go, Rancho Cucamonga, Orange County, they have those outdoor strip malls, you know what I mean? Victorville has it too. It's just for some reason it's completely neglected. So, let's blow it up.
So this is, we're on 7th Street, and it seems like Old Town is just waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Old Town is just, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm willing. What's up? And also the people from the high desert are very willing. You wouldn't get 10,000 people at your event if people weren't willing to just, people want something to do. So let's give them that.
And bro, again, as somebody who has thrown events in all these different cities down the hill, bro, Vegas, Ontario, LA, whatever it is, bro, Orange County, bro, no community shows up like the high desert.
Really?
For no matter what it is, no community shows up and shows out like the high desert. We have the most supportive and the most underestimated community. There's over 450,000 people in the high desert. We're not a small town. Not anymore. We're not no small town, no small city. This is a massive community with such little to do. So you put the right things in front of them, and you put some great events or whatever it is, some great things to do, and they're showing up. You see it with just a good restaurant that'll open up, lines out the door. Dude, the community out here is crazy supportive, bro. Crazy supportive, and also they're just waiting for, bro, they'll go down the hill for something that's,
Do you know how much I hate to go down the hill?
Oh, everybody hates it, bro. It's horrible.
Bro, you can't pay me enough to go down the hill.
Bro, it's horrible,
It's
bro.
terrible.
It's like, bro, it should be the most simple. It's really, a drive to LA should be an hour. It's never an hour,
No.
Yeah.
And there's either the freeway, the mountain is on fire, it's raining, it's snowing, there's fog, there's a shootout,
Let
there's
alone
an accident.
if you go Monday through Friday, too early or right at 5 p.m., that rush, forget about it.
You're done.
Literally forget about it. And there's people who have to do that every day for work.
Yeah, and it sucks if you, for example, the studio, people that just needs a simple professional picture, they have to drive down the hill to find a studio that does that.
Oh, man.
Not no more.
Yeah.
We could do it here. And that's what, and the high desert, there's so much space for us to have everything that down the hill offers us.
By the way, this is like such a good idea. This is like as good as like a Hot Ones, like Hot Ones,
The chicken wings?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting from this is that good of an idea.
So,
because not gonna lie, I just started yapping, bro, out of nowhere. I don't know, what was this?
It's magic juice.
Yeah.
And yes, and the main purpose is to so all of us could find each other. Because a lot of people have learned about each other just by visiting the studio. That we just happen to cross paths here. But now with the podcast, I feel like people are really paying attention to see who's coming through here, because everybody's coming through here, man. And that's something that it wasn't anticipated. The studio was never a plan of mine. It just came about. Like it just happened. I was just happy doing photos and videos going everywhere. Just that's what I was.
Yeah.
It wasn't because the community started asking for studio photos. I don't got no studio, but there's enough people asking, so let me just start a studio, and I did, and then
what I love about that, not sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, you're good.
Bro, it's like you see this bigger picture than just you getting booked to do photo shoots, because other photographers are coming in here to do their work, their own creative vision, and execute their own plans. So it's sometimes, bro, it's just you have the bigger idea, you have to see that bigger picture, and that's like oftentimes, bro, God's idea or God's plan for us is just so much better than our own.
Yeah, it's vision.
Yeah,
you have a lot of vision, and a lot of people just don't have it. But I'm glad, and that's what I've realized too. Like, because that was one of the first things I would say. There's a lot of raw talent in the high desert that if they just had the platform, they would shine. So I feel like we're the ones building that. I want to thank the community because they're the ones that keep us from, putting our head down. And just keep lifting us up. It's been support, bro. I haven't really formally promoted the studio at all. It's all been word of mouth.
Wow.
And whatever I post on Instagram, I would say your video that you made for the studio is probably one of the first videos that one of the only videos I've done to where like, okay, let's promote the studio.
Right.
But that's gonna change 2026. 2026 is all about let's let everybody know that we're here.
Yeah.
And also let's see how we could collaborate with Detour and anybody else that's doing anything to just keep pushing the bar up.
Amen to that, brother. Yeah, no, bro, you got it. Everything is right here, bro. I'm just looking at like a whole. It's like Disneyland for creators, for real. And then I walk in, I'm like, bro, there's a whole. Every single time I walk in here, it's just so much more and more and more gets added. So I can't even imagine. Like right now, this is prime, bro.
And it's for the high desert.
You can film a whole movie in this one studio.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like we're already starting to kind of outgrow it, but only because we have that vision of what we want to bring to the high desert. We want Universal Studios up in here.
Yeah. Something that nobody. I mean, it already is something that nobody has seen before.
Yeah, because location matters, and we are exactly between LA and Vegas.
Yeah.
So we got that traffic coming up and down every time.
Bro, and you can relate to that. Like, for example, when we started doing our events in Adelanto, right? Everybody would say, why Adelanto? Why Adelanto? Like, why that city? For you guys, it could be why downtown Victorville? Why 7th Street?
Oh, I've got a lot of that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, if you don't understand the vision, bro, just, that's the thing. And that also is a testament to how strong our community is. It doesn't, bro. Come on, bro. People will drive down that Cajon Pass during rush hour just to get to places that have less going on.
Yeah. No, we're giving the high desert a new hype. Because I hear it more and more that people that are doing something for the high desert, they're really proud of the high desert, and they don't think twice about repping the high desert. Because it used to be everybody from the high desert was like, "Oh, I'm from LA." That's what we all used to say. I'm from LA. But now I hear it like, oh, Victorville, oh, Esguerra, oh, the high desert, because they're starting a sense of pride is starting to overcome the high desert.
I remember being younger, and I would always go to like church down the hill or whatever it was, right? Go to family parties, whatever, down the hill. When people used to ask like, oh, where are you from? And you said, oh, I'm from Esguerra. It's like, what? Where's that? Yeah. Oh, it's up the hill. What? Where is that? Yeah. Oh, like the high desert. Oh, so like Palm Springs? No, not Palm Springs. No, the high, like.
They had no idea.
And then you're like, oh, like Victorville. They're like, oh, Victorville. That's far. That's hella far. that's like all the way by Barstow. Yeah, bro. People had no idea before. Now the high desert has come more traction for sure.
Yeah, you hear it a lot more in Victorville.
That, by the way, that's 100% because of like social media influencers and people who are more proud to represent the high desert. Shout out to all of them, bro.
Shout out to all the influencers, and I think that's how I came across you the first time. It might have been the because I knew about the other influencers. And then you all did there's a train. We got a train right here. We're in Old Town. We got the train station right there. By the way,
Radiator Springs.
By the way, we're supposed to have, you know, that bullet train that's supposed to have a pit stop here.
Yeah, where's that at?
Yeah, that was supposed to be right here, and I'm gonna talk too. I'm gonna yap too.
I heard they just started making it though.
So no,
Maybe I'm wrong.
No. So it's happening.
Yeah.
The bullet train that goes, and I don't know if it's a bullet train, but
No, that's what it's called. I think it's called like.
So
something
from
like that.
from LA all the way to Vegas,
Yeah.
and it was gonna have certain stops. Victorville, right here, this is a block away.
Yeah.
A few feet away. There's the bus, the Greyhound station, and also the train station.
Yeah.
You could hear the train all the time here, and that was supposed to be a stop, but I think we lost it.
No way.
Yes,
Bro,
and we lost it.
No way.
And we lost it.
Bro.
But it's going to be in Apple Valley now. So we didn't completely lose it. It's going to be in Apple Valley. It was supposed to be right here.
Yeah, bro, I got it dropped off right there off
Yes.
the Greyhound. Bro, we need something better than that. Not gonna lie. If you ever been on a Greyhound, you better know how to fight, bro. For real.
Yeah, and you do.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
hey. Yeah, I got to get into that. Anyways, I need to know the real reason if this stop was ever even a consideration. And if it was, why did we lose it? I heard why, and it was a very, very, very dumb reason.
Yeah.
But anyways, that only shows that this place is meant for something. We're already in the spotlight, and we just gotta get louder and louder,
Yeah.
and louder.
Yeah, in a way, the high desert is like central.
It's very central.
You know?
It's very central. I love
It's
it.
not it's not in the middle of nowhere at all, you know?
It's in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And that's what I tell people always, because I've been defending the high desert for a long time. I tell them it's perfect if you want to start anything because there's no competition at all.
Oh, dude, that's so facts.
It's just fertile land for business. So if you want to start any sort of business, which I encourage everybody to do, if you're really serious about it,
Yes.
and you put the time, it's gonna happen because there's no competition as opposed to like, let me start in LA or in Vegas.
Oh
or
yeah,
anything.
especially if you're looking at it from like a servitude, you know, like you want to serve the community, which any business that stands out, has a good idea, and wants to serve their community out here is gonna thrive.
Yeah. The community right away stands behind you, which only pumps you up and gives you energy to keep doing it and fighting for this place because the people are behind you.
Yes, facts.
So, don't stop, bro. But anyways, I think we sidetracked a little bit. We were talking about the influencers. I saw you in this superhero.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, superhero video you guys were making. I think you were Flash.
Yeah, I was the Flash.
And I was like,
I don't remember what I was.
I think you
but
were
I was
Flash.
one of them.
You were quick, boy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, that's the other influencer. I was like, I've never met him because I met the other ones. Shout out to them, by the way. But I was like, okay, so I didn't know anything about you then. But then you came to the studio, and then I learned everything about you. But it is these influencers, you included.
And now there's like so many.
Well, I want to meet them all. And you know what? We need to have an event here where all the influencers come by.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up with that.
You know what? There's like a level of relatability that comes from just being from the high desert and talking about it. There's that people who have social media will latch onto.
Okay.
There's a level of relatability that everybody kind of looks for. And you know how you said like when we do those promotional videos on Detour, sometimes it starts out like unrelated to what we're promoting.
Yeah.
That's because of that relatability factor that we try to hit with every single video. Like we're trying to just, reach as many people as possible through one video.
What would you recommend? What would you tell to a younger person that wants to be some sort of influencer? What would be your advice?
What nowadays, especially with like AI and things like that, it's mostly about being authentic. So that whole idea of just overthinking it before you press play or press record. That you gotta eliminate that, because with things like AI, like I said, like people value authenticity so much more than a perfect script. You know, which like a lot of times, like you said, like we'll pull up and film a video and we don't even have a script in mind because we're really relying on it to come naturally.
Yeah.
And that's what people reciprocate and receive the most, especially like right now. Bro, social media has changed so much over the past, even just year, over the past year, you know? It's always changing, but being authentic is rare.
Because how many times, and you said it with your first event, you almost didn't post that flyer for the first event that you organized.
Yeah.
But you did, and what happened? It was a successful event. What would have happened to your life if you wouldn't have posted this? And I feel that, and it's happened to me too a lot of times, because I'm very picky about what I post.
Yeah.
And
Bro, I could tell, bro, hey, just so y'all know, this man knows his stuff, bro. Before we started this podcast, there was like 30 adjustments that went down. They were trying to make me look like Brad Pitt. Like, I'm like, all right,
the easy part.
all right, damn. No, I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's always about, I always like to make it look as best as possible. But when it comes to posting on your social media to promote yourself and your brand and share your message, speaking from experience, a lot of times there's videos that I was not gonna post. And I said, fuck it.
Dude, it's always those ones
And
that go crazy,
it's
bro.
always
it's
those.
always, bro. It's always the videos that maybe even you sat on for a couple weeks, and then finally you were like, you know what? Let me get this out the way with.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just get this out of the way with and post it.
Yeah.
And it's always those ones that do better than the ones that you were so sure about.
What do you think that is?
You know what it is, bro? Quality content is so subjective to the person watching it, bro. You could watch something and think it's not good enough, but somebody is meant for that content. There's a receiver, you know, there's a watcher who that's the video they wanted to watch.
Yes, but why is it that they didn't want to watch the one you put so much effort into as opposed to one where you just said, is it because it's more relatable?
Maybe authenticity, you know, maybe
It's too manufactured.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but I don't know. That's
Well,
a good
but
and also sometimes you can underestimate a video that flopped, what effect that still brought. You never know. You
A
know?
flop?
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe the one person that watched
Let's say you're used to breaking 10,000 views with every video, but you never know what that video with 3 or 2,000 views got you. How are you gonna know?
That's right.
They're not gonna be like, oh, hey, what's up? I heard about your studio. I came from that video that has 2,000 views.
That's true. That's true.
You never know.
That's very true. I've never, because you tend to throw those in the trash, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this video didn't do much.
Yeah.
But maybe the right people watched it.
Yeah, and I think that's what like authenticity comes from, being not so oriented on the numbers. You know what I mean? You're just more so oriented on the product. If you think the video is good, then it's good.
Yeah. Also, go with that. And because you hear a lot about, the algorithm, right? The algorithm. You blame the algorithm, but I've learned that it's not the algorithm, really. Is that the video's just not that good.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta accept that. And you just gotta try different things until you find what the algorithm likes, which is people. And don't blame it that Instagram didn't push your video. If your video's not good, it's not good. And the way I know this for a fact is because one of my clients, I do their social media for them. And if I put a video, I post videos on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, the same video. If it does good in one place, it does good in another place. Even though there's different audiences in each platform. And if a video flops on one platform, it flops on the other.
Yeah.
So it's not the platform or the algorithm, it's the video itself.
That's so true. And you know what? You could have a video where the whole video it may seem so good, but the first 5 seconds wasn't that good, you know?
Yes.
And like you just learn as you go on.
So and that's very important. The first 5 seconds are your live or die, so to speak, window, because people that I know that post videos, that I know that they invest a lot of time in making these videos, I watched the video longer because it's somebody I know, and it's somebody that invested time in making this video. I could tell. And the video gets good after the first 5 seconds. But I got to watch the rest of the video. But everybody else that doesn't know that person is gonna swipe up because you're wasting time saying, hey, how's it going? I'm Rafa. I have a studio. How's everybody doing?
Well, you know what,
we got a good day going on today. And then they get into it. By that time, they're gone.
Yes.
Stop doing that. Get right into the, come on, right now. What are you trying to tell me?
Yes.
You got 1 second.
And also, videos like that, hey, what's up? I'm Josiah. I own Detour. I just want you guys to know. You know what? There's a time and place for those videos, but there's videos that are meant to go viral and videos that are meant to address your audience that you already have their attention, you know? So not every video is meant to go viral if you didn't make it that way. If you were trying to tell your story, it's not always going to go viral. Sometimes you want the right people to hear it, or specific people to hear it, which is the people whose attention you already have. So it's not always about going viral. I mean, not every video is going to go viral, but a video that has less views can sometimes be so impactful than the ones that went viral because you're hitting the audience you were trying to.
That's a really good point. But overall, get to the point. The person wants to listen to your message. It's just they don't got it.
They don't got all day. And, bro, people's attention spans are so fried, bro. I know it, bro. Even me, bro. Most videos I watch, if I'm scrolling late at night, bro, I'm going to swipe halfway through. That's
another good point right there. Pay attention. And I'm talking to anybody that has a business or wants to create a public persona that does content on purpose to grow their presence on social media. Pay attention. You're also scrolling through your phone. You're also mindlessly scrolling. Pay attention to when you stop. Why did you stop at that video? Why are you still watching that video? Why did you share that video? Why did you send this video to your friend? Why? Now look at your videos that you're making. What makes you think that somebody's going to send this to their friends? Is it worthy of that? Would you send this to one of your friends? So when you start looking at the videos you're making through that lens, you're going to get so much better results.
So many businesses, especially like here locally in the high desert, will try that a few times and then give up on it very quickly.
That's true.
And it's so important. Like I can't even, you know what? There's businesses that like would neglect social media, you know, more than they would try to really like get it down, you know? I can't describe how much people will really underestimate social media, especially locally, you know? It's something really not to underestimate. One video, one correct video, one video that was made with like, you know,
which was that video for you? Because you say you blew up. You started with 7,000 followers and you ended the year with over 20.
Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't one video, though. You know, that wasn't one video that we did. That was just, like, consistently putting in effort that was working, like I said, in other cities out here in the high desert. It's always, really, a video will go viral because of the first 10 seconds. That's why a video goes viral. If you have a great hook, if you pulled people in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, because you have several videos. Plenty, over 100,000 views.
Yeah, I mean, bro, and most of them are filmed out here, right in the high desert, and it'll just be a local food spot or whatever, you know, that has never paid much attention to social media. Yeah, literally, bro, that first 10 seconds is everything. And also storytelling, that's like my favorite thing to do. It's just being like passionate about it. I'm passionate about storytelling and also representing businesses that don't necessarily, like, you know, a lot of these people who own businesses out here, they didn't grow up like me, like iPad kids or whatever, who were on their phone making videos, making movies. Bro,
let me ask you something. Young blood.
Youngin?
So you were born and the internet existed.
Yeah. 2003. 2003. If you were born in 2003, you a real one. That's it.
This kid. And so when did YouTube start? 2005? I think so.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I was two when YouTube started. That's crazy.
So you different generations. You grew up with with YouTube and the internet.
Yeah.
So so it's different. I cannot understand what that is like because I did grow up. I saw the when the internet.
Yeah.
You know, we got some young people here laughing at me. And
How old are you, bro?
38.
38?
Yes, sir.
Damn!
Somebody just did that yesterday, no?
Yeah.
So
Bro, you look so young.
thank you.
Holy moly.
Bro,
Pacifico.
check
Bro,
it
you
out.
look so young.
Let me give you the recipe to eternal youth. Right here.
I would not have thought you were in your 30s. I swear to God, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna be 39. Bro, why we gotta reveal
My
this
bad,
on
my bad, my fault.
episode 2?
My fault. Hey, it's a podcast, bro. You're the one who... You got me asking all the right questions.
Bro, you got me yapping. No, I embrace it now. But you know what?
There's wisdom in that, bro.
There's a lot. There's also urgency. Put urgency on whatever you're doing. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You have a lot of urgency in you. That's why you're doing big things. I didn't have urgency all through my 20s. I would say, oh, I got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I'm in my 20s. No urgency. I got to my 30s and I was like, oh, where'd my 20s go?
Yeah.
And then when I was 35, I was like, I'm about to be 40. So that's when I quit my job. That's when I said, I'm all in. I don't want this life. I want this life. I'm going all in. It doesn't matter what happens because I know if I stay here, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. But I know if I leave and I try and fail, I'll be happy coming back here and trying to make the best of it here. But if I don't try, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life and it's going to eat me alive. I knew that. But when I was 35, I said, because I started thinking about my life and everything that I've done, what do I have to show for at this age? Because I'm seeing young people just and you have a great head on your shoulders, and I see, and it seems like they keep getting younger. These kids young adults that are doing so much, and they're very mature in the way of thinking. And I was like, when I was that age, I was just wasting time. So now I was like, okay, I'm 39, I'm 38, I'm 35, and if I could get to my 40s, having achieved this, and this, then I could walk into my 40s with my head up high, believing that everything that I did in my 20s, doesn't matter how much time I wasted, it was all for something because now I'm here and I'm here. Yeah.
Wait, but I have a question for real though, because I know you've like traveled, right? You
Yes.
traveled. You solo traveled or
No,
Or was it with the band?
With the band, I went to Europe and did all those trips with my wife.
Okay.
With the band, we stayed
Okay.
local, and then I went to Dubai and Bali on my own.
So here's my question, right? So right now I'm 22. I just got married, bro. Me and my wife have so many different places we want to go, but I'm at this crossroads where it's like, okay, I also want to be wise and steward my money well, but I know that I'm only gonna be 22 for so long. We're only gonna be single parents, like parents who don't have children for so long. So when you say you look at like, because you said this, you say, I look at all this time wasted. Is the travel? Do you think that there's any sense of that where it's like, is there any sense of regret in the travel? Because that's expensive, bro. Because me, like I said, I'm at a crossroad. I'm in a young marriage where I want to travel, but I'm so reluctant or like hesitant to drop the money on that ticket to go here, to go there. Like, to be honest, me and my wife, we didn't even have a honeymoon after our wedding, but just because of considering finances, So,
yeah, I feel where are my glasses? So traveling is never a waste of time, especially in your early 20s. That's actually when you should travel. And right now you have positioned yourself because of your hard work and maturity in a place where you can travel whenever is best. Because there is a way to learn how to travel.
That's true.
Where it's financially doable.
Yeah.
The way we used to do it, we used to get a credit card and with no interest for 12 months. We used to use that credit card to travel, book the flights way in advance, follow airlines, and they always, bro, we used to buy tickets to Cancun for like $100.
Yeah.
And so you book everything with your credit card, and then you take, and you could divide. It doesn't have to be 12 months. It could be 6 months. Divide the cost into those months, and then by the time you're ready to travel again, that card is clean, and you do it all over again. We stayed in hostels, and it's the life. I highly recommend, especially when you're younger and no kids. Do it. It's never gonna be a waste of time. It's amazing. So
You heard that, babe? We going to New York. Going back.
Yeah. Oh no, and you gotta and get to know the United States. I don't know the United States. I don't even know all of California.
Yeah.
But get to know Europe outside of the United States.
Yeah.
And Mexico is my favorite.
Oh,
is my
yeah.
favorite place.
Yeah.
Because it's just everything I want is there.
Yes.
So now I have no interest in traveling anywhere else in the world.
Yes.
Every time if I am gonna travel, it's gonna be somewhere in Mexico. Usually, Puerto Escondido in Oaxaca. We actually bought property right by the beach. Right there, we're gonna.
Nice.
You guys will see. But travel, like get home tonight and just start looking at that.
Yeah.
You have a business that doesn't require your physical presence.
Yeah.
You could keep building your business from Spain, from Germany, from France, from Dubai, from the Philippines. Have you ever been?
Yeah, when I was like 5.
Okay, well there you go. Is that somewhere where you're trying to go back?
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
see? Okay.
Yeah.
Do it, especially because I feel like the Philippines is gonna be like me going to Mexico, because those are your
I
roots.
go to Mexico all the time. My wife, her family, they got condos right there by Puerto del Mar in Rosarito.
Okay.
So we go to Mexico all the time, but I can't wait to be able to take my family out to the Philippines.
It's something you could do like sooner than you think.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So do it now.
Yeah.
I mean, get everything you have. Take care of what you have to take care of here.
Yeah.
As far as your business goes, but do it. And bro, when it comes to money, it's gonna come right back.
Yeah.
It's gonna come right back. This is what happens with money. You don't want to spend it, so you save it, and you adjust your life to that.
Yeah.
But when you do spend it, now you don't have the money. Guess
you-
what?
you
You adjust your
yes.
life to that.
That's fact. This is wisdom from a 38-year-old man. Yo, this is straight wisdom, bro.
What was that?
No, my bad. My fault.
This is so yeah.
Straight up, bro.
So do it, yeah, bro.
All right, bet.
Hey, I'm here. Ask your questions.
Hey, you don't gotta tell me twice, bro. I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah, go ahead. No, for
Yeah.
reals.
Yep.
Do it.
Time to travel.
Go ahead and I want to see those
And
pictures.
honestly, bro, being from the high desert is literally, bro. Imagine growing up in the high desert your whole life, and then you went to a place like New York. Oh my goodness, bro! It is like the craziest thing you could ever imagine, bro. It's like, whoa, people actually live in a place like this. I literally feel like I'm in a movie right now.
in New York.
And then it makes you appreciate the high desert too after traveling.
You know what? So I've been in pretty in different parts of the world that are pretty extreme from each other. Once after a week, I'm ready to come right home. Like home is home.
Yeah.
I'm always just so eager to return and be here. But I think that's only because I'm just in the beginning stages of building something, and that's maybe why you're kind of hesitant about traveling, and that's because you're building something here. And that's, in a way, is fulfilling your spirit, because you are building. We're builders. That's what we do. But if your wife wants to travel, now would be the time to do it.
There's always that hesitancy to travel, though, just because thinking about expenses, not knowing how the year is going to go. And also, throwing events is a very specific type of business because of things like you can never predict how an event's going to go. You can never, like things like COVID. I'm glad that hasn't, reoccurred or something like that during the times I've been throwing events. But it's just something that you always keep in the back of your mind,
Yeah.
But bro, there's gonna be a time and place where I create another business out here in the high desert that's here to stay every day. So that's gonna come soon. That's my next thing for sure.
Do you have an
I have an
idea
idea
of what that's gonna be?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't say it yet, but I do have an idea in mind. It might come. Let's see.
No,
But
it's
right
gonna-
now, my goal is to serve as many local businesses as I can
Okay.
through my gift, which is right now the events. You
So
know?
so let's end with that. If anybody wants to get in touch with you, or how can they collaborate or work with you? How do they? What's the best way to reaching you?
Yeah, so we got our website, detoursocal.com. We got our Instagram, detoursocal. If you want to become a vendor at the biggest community-driven event in the high desert, hit our website, hit our DM. And our next event is coming up March 28th at the Adelanto Stadium. This is the one. This is the one right here.
Don't miss this one.
Yeah, don't miss this one. Absolutely not. And our vendor spaces are already selling so fast. We have so much community support, especially from returning vendors who have already experienced it. So if you're somebody who has a business in the high desert, or you want to start a business in the high desert and you want to just get involved with your community and represent yourself in a spotlight, this is the place to do it. So March 28th, take a detour.
Yeah, and hit them up on those social medias. What about? I was gonna ask the vendors. Is there a capacity? Is there a
Yeah.
limit?
So right now, every event we're hosting close to 150 vendors. So yeah, that's really what, there is a limit. There's a
There is a
limit for
limit.
sure, every event. But you know, if you miss out on the next one, come to the next one. We're here to stay.
And most vendors return.
Yeah, most vendors return.
Because why wouldn't? Because they sell out.
Yes, and also we're not having, so many multiple of the same type of vendors, so you will stand out in front of, in front of 10,000 people who are from your community. And, the sales go past that one night. People will find out about you on this one night and message you the next day.
There you go.
So we have people who are, they sell bouquets, they sell sneakers, they sell clothing, they sell food. So if you have a business out here, even if it's a service, we have people who just represent themselves out there and get involved. It's really about getting involved in your community. That's what it is. This is like, it's really like the high deserts block party.
Yeah, show up. Don't people gotta see you, and then the more they see you, whenever they do need that service, guess who's gonna come to mind?
Yeah.
And also, what was I gonna say? If they want to do some sort of with your social media, if they want an influencer type video for their business, same thing, same deal.
Yeah, hit us up, Detour SoCal. That's our Instagram. You can also apply for promotion on our website. And really our goal is just to spread what I feel like is my gift, which is just to get the word out and promote. I feel like I really do have a gift that started at a young age, which is storytelling and promoting. And we don't just promote anybody, so we only promote restaurants or places that are tried and proven. I've been to Rafa Studios like 10 times before I promoted his spot. So it's always places that are tried and proven and places that we know have a quality product, which most of the places in the high desert that are willing to get the word out and stuff like that, those are places that are tried and proven.
Yeah.
So yeah, hit us up. Let's work. Let's go.
Yeah, and you want to work with this guy. He has a great heart. I know him personally. We've worked together and collaborated quite a few times now. What's up with that video I got you last time, bro? With the FPV, can I do that again?
Oh, yo, that was crazy.
Hey.
That was crazy. That's the best way for me to look back on my event. That drone footage was crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm ready to do it again. That's just fun for me,
Yeah.
It's to zoom by everybody.
Yep.
So
You just see bro standing there with his goggles on. I'm like, what is he doing? Is he playing video games or something?
look at this old
Yeah.
man trying to be
That's
young.
funny.
All right, Josiah, is there anything else you want to leave the people with today?
The world today will tell you to follow your heart, follow your mind, follow what you think is best for you. But I think that is incorrect. I think you should follow the word. I think you should follow what God has placed in your life for you. So don't follow the world, follow the word. Follow God. God's plan is always better than your own. And take a detour. Don't always go the way that everybody else will say. Do things different and follow that idea, that special gift that God has put in your heart, because everybody has a gift and everybody has a purpose. And Yeah.
Yes, sir.
it.
Don't be a sheep. Be a wolf.
Amen. Yeah. Studio Bar Podcast. Let's go.